Hey, I'm Dr. Christopher Marvin. I go by Dr. Marv, and I wanted to personally welcome you to the Coastal Performance Chiropractic family. Since I got this cool little podcast studio in my work office, figured out how to use that and wanted to just get you some information. So either we're about to start working together or you've already come in for your exam. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you. It means a lot that you're choosing to come to my office and driving past however many offices you did to get there. I do not take that lightly. This whole performance chiropractic model was a vision I had of how I would want to be treated. I didn't know if it was going to work, but I was determined to stick to it for the first 3 years, see if it would work. It is obviously working, and I'm super thrilled about that. I think you're going to notice a pretty big difference coming to a performance-driven healthcare facility versus your standard rackham and crackroom chiro care. Again, different strokes, different folks, but I wanted to do the model that I would want. I wanted to empower patients. I want to give you solutions and not just band-aids. So very excited to have you come aboard. A couple things to talk about. This, yes, is going to be a new patient email welcome sequence you're going to get. You're going to get a few of these, but don't worry, you're not going to get an email every single day. But just kind of giving you some insight of what to expect, what I need you to do before your first visit, some fun facts about myself, some fun facts about the treatment modalities we offer. There's going to be a couple big changes coming up within the next 2 months that I'm super thrilled about. And then moving forward on Thursdays, more often than not, I send out a weekly newsletter. So be on the lookout for that, but I'm not going to blow you up a ton, right? But just giving you some information. So first things first is you're going to be getting an intake form. So once you book online, yes, I require you to put a credit card down to reserve your spot. You are not charged till the end of the visit. I do HSA. I do not take insurance traditionally. Why? Because insurance typically pays for band-aids, not solutions. And we want to dictate care and treatment, not them. And a lot of times the things that actually get people better, insurance will not pay for. So that way, look, it's very open about this. You pay for my time. Whatever you need is what you get. So whatever treatment, whatever machine, if I need to tape you, you're not going to charge extra. If we did insurance, there would be the insurance rate. And then every single treatment modality would be another expense. It gets way too complicated. I don't want you stressing about whether or not you could afford Shockwave after I tell you it's what you need to get better, right? That just doesn't make sense to me. So just wanted to simplify it. But yes, you will be required to put a credit card down. I can give you a super bill after the fact for you to submit to insurance. But you are required to pay for your services at the end of each visit. So just giving you a heads up. And then you're going to get your intake form. Yes, I know that intake form is long, but hear me out. You're probably going to see me more than your primary. Now, I don't want you coming to me a ton. You're not going to see me 3 times a week, just FYI, spoiler alert. But that intake form, please do not just rush through it, right? That gives me the information to one, for me to review beforehand. So make sure you do it before your first visit, ideally not 5 minutes before so I could review it. That gives me the basis of what questions to ask. And two, again, because you're going to see me more than your primary, I have caught multiple cancers, autoimmune conditions, other stuff. So hopefully we never even have to worry about that with you. But that intake form is incredibly important. So please be honest. Please give me information, right? We will review it your first visit. We'll chat for a bit, do the exam, all that. But some people just kind of skim through it, and that's not the best idea in my mind. And then once we do the assessment, the exam, I'll tell you what I think is going on. If you don't understand what's going on, it means I flat out sucked and I didn't do my job. So ask questions as necessary. You will be treated at first visit. So I'm not going to do, typically rehab chiros do a free discovery session, and then they pitch these massive 20, 25 visit treatment packages for 5, 6, 7, 8,000. I don't do that. I treat you that first day. I start you up with your individualized therapeutic exercise program. You will get that night from the website Chiro Up. There's even an app you could throw on your phone. So we're going to make it as easy as possible for you to get the biggest bang for your buck. So yes, you will be treated that first day. Please plan ahead, meaning if you have a lower body complaint, please don't wear jeans, right? Or bring shorts, stuff like that. So plan ahead with that. That would really help me out a ton. It is online, and this is one of the things that drives me up the wall more than almost anything. Because I do not take insurance, because I do not take Medicare, my hands are tied. I am not allowed to work with anybody over the age of 65. So I really apologize for that. I will say when people call into the office who are unfortunately in that age bracket, I just refer to Gateway Chiropractic, Jack Falkman. So that's who I typically refer to. He's probably going to be the closest to me, and he works with patients of that demographic. Now, I can't say his model is the same as mine, but he's going to be your closest bet if you're over the age of 65. Please tell them that I referred you. And then last but not least, like every other doctor's office, there is a cancellation, late cancel, no show policy. So I need 24 hours if we're going to reschedule you, right? So I devote an incredible amount of time for each patient. You're seeing me for 30 to 60 minutes. You're with me the entire time. So devoting that much time to a patient, if somebody late cancels, it's hard to get it to fill. Yes, I have a wait list. There's times where new patients have to wait a full 2 weeks to get started, but refilling those spots last second is really hard. I devote an incredible amount of time for you. Please do the same for me. If you know you can't make it, don't no show me. So long as you reach out to me, even if it's less than 24 hours, call and leave a voicemail. You could text the office line. You could email me as well. If I get that message more than 24 hours ahead of time, you're good to go. We'll figure out rescheduling you. If it's less than 24 hours, yes, there will be a late cancel fee, but it's only partial because I recognize life happens, right? Sometimes things come up that are out of our control. So that's my way of saying, hey, at least you made an effort to reach out to me. But if you no show, you don't call, you don't show, you don't respond, that is a full charge, and you are only allowed one of those. Otherwise, we will be excusing you from care. Again, it's not to be rude or mean or anything like that, but we're devoting an incredible amount of time to you. I need that to be the same likewise. So always reach out to me, let me know, and then we'll go from there. So that is all taken out of the way. There's some information about myself down below. With all that out of the way, once again, welcome to the Coastal Performance Chiropractic family. I will forever be in your corner. Please tell me what I could do to help. Like, be vocal, right? There's going to be a two-way street of treatment with me to where I will oftentimes provide you with several treatment options, right? If there's something you prefer, let me know, right? We're going to talk about this in your first visit, but you are going to have a very active role in your healthcare and in your outcomes. So I want to empower you. We will have discussions of how do we best meet your needs and get you back to improving your quality of life and performance as quickly as possible. So very excited for that. Stay tuned for a couple more emails, and you'll get your weekly newsletter, and we'll go from there.